the best wrestler in the world, 26 and under, Mark Wheeler.
Oh, Orlando Christopher from behind, possibly in camouflage in the all-white.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the white blending in. Christopher certainly doesn't look like a piece of shit. He looks like $1 million right now.
Mark Wheeler, though, not to be outdone. Jumping Orlando Christopher, returning the favor.
There was a time, Chris, where another Superkick champion and Jake Something would be paraded with paper, with his face saying nothing. Now it's toilet paper to Wheeler. Both men reveled in that. Both men got better when they were counted against. Wheeler is one of those men. He gets better when the crowd gets on him. Be careful, Underground.
Thumb in the eye, stop you every time here, John, but you make a good point, a great point even. I gotta wonder with the strategy here from Orlando Christopher and whether or not he dressed in all white to disguise himself with all the toilet paper that was gonna litter the ring.
Morrison, you know me, I always wonder when you see the Cure come out and you don't see a certain member, what that means. There's a cover for Wheeler. And Christopher just gets out, but I wonder why he's not there. Is it because he's focusing? Again, another one. Is he focusing on the title match at hand? The biggest moment in his career? Or is there finally some dysfunction within the Cure?
You know what, John? I'm gonna say no. There's no dysfunction in the Cure.
How would Jake Something feel if Christopher walked out with the Superkick Championship?
Well, I'm sure Jake Something would politely walk up to Orlando Christopher and ask him to give him the title. I think is how that would go. And then Orlando Christopher would politely hand it over.
That's what the Cure's about, man. Like, Christopher's so much better than that.
We'll see. Time will tell. Right now, though, he's got his hands full with Mark Wheeler. Mark Wheeler hooking the leg after a nice move. Almost picking up the pinfall.
He can do that in the drop of a dime very quickly. Wheeler always knows his presence in the ring, always knows every crevice.
He's got moves on moves, John.
Oh my goodness. Managed by Violet Waters and Young Stack, Superkick trained, and now the Superkick champion. What a journey it's been for Wheeler.
Orlando Christopher. Oh, what a tornado DDT for the cover for championship.
New champion.
1, 2.
We know it hasn't come easy against Wheeler. The man has run into the stiffest competition here, and he's come out on top every time. Last month, lost to Sparks, in my opinion, wrongfully handed the title back. He should not be the champion, Mark Wheeler.
John, we should point out this is a no disqualification match, and right now Orlando Christopher digging into his bag of goodies.
Dare I say that helps Christopher, a man with such a twisted, demented mind. That plays in his favor, especially with the Cure members if they're going to come out and help him. That's 5 men versus 1 in Anton.
Under the ring is like a hardware store for a professional wrestler. Oh, Mark Wheeler now. Oh, what a twisting body slam.
Haven't seen that from Wheeler.
Wheeler now going to the top. High risk maneuver, John.
Don't see this often from Wheeler either, other than the flying elbow.
Orlando Christopher countering. Wheeler straddling.
But also Anton, who's also come out to help Wheeler in all of his title defenses.
That's true, John. We can't count that out.
He's the #1 contender. He may do so again.
Is Anton lurking? An interesting scenario could play out. Oh, what a belly-to-back suplex from the top rope.
Christopher's looking fly, and damn, that looks fly as well. What a move from the top.
But John, let's talk about this for a second. This is a little bit of a point we should probably point out. There's a little bit of a scenario playing out right now with Anton Alexiev being the #1 contender for the Superkick Championship. That means if Mark Wheeler retains tonight,
gotta face his buddy, old pal.
Young Stacks explode.
No way!
Oh, Orlando Christopher collecting air miles with a somersault dive to the outside.
What is inside this man's mind?
Orlando Christopher taking Mark Wheeler to the floor, using that steel chair as a springboard. There are no mats here, John. This is a solid concrete floor here at Superkick.
A month ago, 2 months ago, this man Fit right in with the cure. I think he's ready to leap. Take a leap of faith.
Oh, Mark Wheeler super kicking the chair right to the head of Orlando Christopher.
Just like you did, Christopher.
Oh, driving him face first into
The
his chair.
match may be done already.
Hooking the leg to retain the title, maybe? No, just a 2 count.
Could have been that fast, Morrison. Wheeler retaining that quickly. Could have been that quick.
No DQ, no time limit. Mark Wheeler now pounding away on Orlando Christopher. And, just demonstrating how he feels about the crowd here.
Well, when Wheeler gets that pep in his step and sends that smirk to the fans at the Underground, you know he's in the zone.
Wheeler diving to the outside, taking out Orlando Christopher.
Case and points. But as I was saying about Orlando Christopher, the man looks like it's a new person, Chris. I gotta be honest. We've seen him in rags with the cure, fitting right in. He does not fit in with the cure right now, and I don't know what's going on, but I will get to the bottom of it. I sure as hell hope we get a new Superkick champion as well, if this is the new Christopher.
So, John, what you're telling me is, you think, to sum it all up, you think Orlando Christopher has got a problem being in the cure?
I think so. I mean, the man has given his all to this industry, 10 years plus. Finally gets a title opportunity to be a Superkick champion, and you think he's just gonna hand it over? Hell no.
Well, right now, he's handing chair shots to the back of Mark Wheeler, and now right on the stage, right by us, just to our right, no DQ. This match is gonna go everywhere. We got beer bottles, beer cans. Oh, Mark Wheeler driving a beer can to the skull of Orlando Christopher.
And Wheeler's so used to that Cottonelle toilet paper, shoving it in the face of Christopher.
2-ply or 4-ply, John?
What's that, Morrison?
Is it 2-ply or 4-ply?
Let's
Oh,
go.
what a clothesline.
I don't know what it is, but I know that hurt.
Orlando.
Wheeler's got to get Christopher back in there.
You're right, Orlando Christopher is rocked right now. The action right in front of the crowd here. When you're at a super kick show, you're right amongst the action. Oh, Hurricane run off the stage by Orlando Christopher.
There's
Driving.
And if I wondered if the cure was still intact, Christopher's showing you that he's still a strong member within the cure.
John, you have a better vantage point right now. Is Mark Wheeler okay? I heard his skull crack off the concrete floor.
Christopher, as you say, Morrison, Orlando's stumping a mud hole in front of our amazing fans here at the Great Longboat Hall.
Okay, I can see Mark Wheeler stirring, so it looks like he's okay. Oh, sending Orlando Christopher right into the ring post.
Chris, we know we
What a brawl.
have a new King of the Six champion. That's in the cure. Can they bring home the Super Kick title tonight?
There will be a party in downtown Toronto if that happens.
I don't think so, actually. I mean,
No?
no, nobody likes the cure, man.
Well, they don't need anybody to party with, John. I'll party with them.
I don't even think
I'll
they would
probably have
party.
to buy a ticket, though.
They'd just be happy to rain some more terror on the Super Kick roster. That's what makes them happy.
All right, look at Mark Wheeler here. Precarious position. He's straddled up on the ropes in the chair.
That is a
Orlando
bad
Christopher, middle position. Oh, driving the legs right to the midsection. Taking out the ribs, maybe. Oh, and almost a new champion. Almost a 3.
Some call Christopher's brain creative. I call it destructive, because when he gets a hold of those kind of ideas, there's nowhere to go but down. It's a spectacle to watch.
Was it maybe create destructive? I don't know. I'm trying to mash two words together. It didn't really work, but
It's a good way to describe him, because we saw the springboard up the chair to the outside, a backflip, and then that. I mean, what the hell? The man is so creative, so innovative.
oh, Mark Wheeler blocking the suplex. Now Orlando Christopher blocking it. One of these guys is landing on that steel chair, John.
Remember how Orlando won the key to the city, pulling it from the cable? I mean, he always comes up with something you never expect.
Could have been. Oh, Mark Wheeler delivering a forearm and and then a snap suplex. Orlando Christopher crashing through that chair, but moments ago, just a glob of spit.
That forearm from Wheeler just shows you what it does to competitors. It does not feel good.
Both men down and out.
It's almost like Wheeler heard me complimenting Christopher's innovative skills. Wheeler always knows where he is, even when he's dazed and confused.
Oh, just raking away at the eyes. Orlando Christopher. Oh, Mark Wheeler returning the favor. Scratch to the back. Oh, these guys are sinking to new lows here.
The best
on the front. Oh, ow, scratching the record.
In the world, 26 and under. Mark Wheeler just turned 26 last week.
These guys both pretending to be DJs moments ago. Scratching the hits on the back. Oh,
they're scratching that vinyl.
Mark Wheeler driving Orlando Christopher face first into the mat. And now,
this is a big game player, Morrison, you know that.
Oh, moonsault from the middle rope misses. Orlando Christopher maybe going to capitalize here, John. Going to the top rope. Leaping over the top of Mark Wheeler. Mark Wheeler just whipping a chair at the head of Orlando Christopher. Driving him into the mat, hooking the leg to retain the title. No, Orlando Christopher kicking out John. Unbelievable.
Chris, at this point, when the match gets this deep, both men have expended so much energy. That's usually when they get aid. That's usually when they get some members to their viable teams to their side. Anton of Young Stacks, any of the Cure members, Stratosphere.
Mark Wheeler now in control. Nope. Oh,
small package.
Small package. Oh, almost a new champ.
Look at him, Christopher. Ferocious.
Fighting back. Where did this energy come from, John?
Those are forearms Wheeler would be proud of.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Except he's taking it to the face.
John Shades, a Macho Man Randy Savage with that clothesline.
Christopher with an opportunity to grab the Superkick'd Championship.
Christopher, high risk maneuver. Getting to the top rope. No, Mark Wheeler's going to meet him. Christopher shoving Mark Wheeler off. Orlando Christopher now from the top rope.
Nail it, Christopher!
Christopher leaps.
Wow!
Oh! Going for the cover, new champion. 2, 3. That's it, John. That was 2.
If that doesn't show you how good Mark Wheeler is and Christopher in the same sequence, I don't know what will. Wheeler kicking out of a corkscrew 540 tornado twist from Christopher. Are you kidding me?
John, how did Mark Wheeler kick out of that? And that's A. B, how did you know what that was called? Amazing job by you.
Christopher showing me something I didn't think I would see tonight. Wonderful corkscrew from Orlando.
Mark Wheeler's in bad shape right now.
We were that close to finding ourselves a new Superkick'd champion. Christopher nearly changing his life around.
Johnny, the title's on the line and it could switch hands momentarily. Mark Wheeler looks like his leg is giving out.
His leg's giving out.
No, Orlando Christopher doesn't want it to end this way though.
Jimmy V with calling the biggest match of his career as
Mark
well.
Wheeler playing possum. Roll up, small package, 1-2. Almost getting Orlando. Oh, sensational super kick. Orlando Christopher returns the favor. And both men. Oh.
What a knee. And again, spit flying.
I think a tooth just went flying, John. Was it tooth or spit?
Probably both.
You have a better vantage point than me at the moment.
Look at Wheeler with the smile again. Not too fast, Wheeler.
Both men jockeying for position. Oh, and a chair shot to the skull.
And the timing by Christopher to make sure it was
Anton! Anton from the top with a swanton to save the day.
It was only a matter of time.
Where did Anton Alexia
come from? And there's Saber and Stratosphere.
Here comes Secure.
Exile!
Exile. All hell breaking loose here in the main event.
Chris, you knew it was only a matter of time until a few people came to help out their members. Alexiev getting it from Exile right now.
Oh, Anton being expelled. Shane Saber, Stratosphere in to help out Orlando Christopher. Mark Wheeler though, super kick for Stratosphere, shoving Orlando Christopher into Shane Saber. A roll up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. A hook of the tights. And Mark Wheeler has retained the Superkick'd Championship.
Is it a horseshoe? Is it skill? I mean, when it's 4 or 5 months in a row, you gotta start wondering, how did this man keep coming out on top, Morrison?
He has beat everybody that Superkick has put in his path.
Christopher landing a move of, one of the moves of the year for sure. The numbers game of the Cure. Exile coming out to help. Still not enough. Wheeler walking out. We're gonna see Wheeler against Anton soon.
There it is, John. The elephant in the room right now. Anton Alexiev and Mark Wheeler. Young Stacks are about to explode here at Superkick.
Well, maybe they won't. Maybe there's genuine respect at the end of the day. Anton came out to help Mark Wheeler. Let's not forget that. Christopher, an amazing opportunity to become the Superkick champion. Right underneath his nose, lost. You can't believe it. It was that close, Christopher. That close.
Johnny, Anton Alexiev came out to help his friend, and I'm using quotation marks with my fingers, his friend, Mark Wheeler. This is happening, John. Oh! Anton Alexiev from left field, driving a vodka bottle to the skull of Mark Wheeler. Anton Alexiev with bottle service to Mark Wheeler.
All I can say, it's about frigging time.
That is it.
Something to say. The most crucial moment.
Listen here, you piece of shit. As the leader of Young Stacks, I'm officially kicking you out. You're only champion because I let you be champion.
I'm liking this from Anton.
Hey!
It's more time,
I'm
Anton.
bringing 2 shots right now. We're gonna make a toast.
Let's go.
Where are my shots at?
Where the Smirnoff bottle at, baby?
Where's Violet? Well, I know where one Smirnoff bottle is. It's in shatters. It's in pieces all over the ring right now, and probably some fans at ringside. Vodka wants. Oh, here we go. Here's Violet with the shots of vodka.
The night a superstar was born. Remember this day. This man has ascended into stardom.
A toast right now, everyone.
Raise your glasses.
Johnny, do you think if Anton...
It's for kicking out Mark Wheeler from Young Stacks.
Let's friggin' go.
The second one, to your future and new Superkick'd Champion.
Something tells me we're gonna see him hold that title, and it won't be for 20 seconds like last time.
Anton Alexiev fixing to become a 2-time Superkick'd champion.